It's a beautiful Thursday morning and we are back again on your screens. Just as we promised yesterday, it's your girl Aina Raizakoyo alongside Diana Masters. All you have to do right now is sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea and let us entertain you. This is your favorite current affairs entertainment show, Smell the Coffee. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. We are working, others are sleeping.
Others are sleeping and winter is upon us. You know, I stepped outside for a minute and I was just like, what is going on?
It's so cold.
It's so cold. And then I checked the weather app and it's only 9 degrees.
But it's giving like 3 degrees.
It's giving like 3 degrees. And
Beyonce is on tour.
Beyonce is on tour. But I hate to see what's going to happen like right in the middle of winter, like June thereabouts, because I did realize that we do get like snowing temperatures. Like our temperatures get to like, you know, the -1, -2, and that's already
zero.
minus, you know, at 0 degrees, and that is already snowy weather. So sometimes in countries where it snows, it's snowing, but it's -2 degrees. And here it's just snowing, it's not snowing, and it's -2 degrees, and it's so cold.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow.
I think we need cuddling buddies or something.
Or you can just be like me and get a hot water bottle.
Or get a hot water bottle. That's a good solution.
Yeah. Or thick blankets.
Electric, I shy away from electric blankets. I don't know why. I just feel, yay.
You have strong melanin resistance, my girl. The melanin resistance is strong within you. Like, I understand though how you feel, because...
Is it safe? How safe is it?
I think electric blankets are fairly safe. I have one, and I have not... Knock on wood.
Okay.
I have not, you know, experienced anything yet. But they do say, like, I mean, with you, it's just you in your bed. You don't have a baby. So as long as your baby doesn't pee in the blankets, let
me talk about my experience with winter. You know, like you said, hot water bottles. Now, I have never bought one. These ones that you put in a bag, the fluffy ones, like the ones you have. Another alternative that we use is like to get just a normal plastic bottle, then you put in water.
Yeah.
And then you go sleep. Now, the danger comes because sometimes it bursts in bed. Yeah.
Even like with the regular hot water bottles.
I had that experience. Yeah. But luckily, like, it was before, just right after I went to bed.
Oh my goodness.
But also I live with other people, so it was not a big deal. I just changed rooms. I just went to go sleep in my sister's room. Because now my blankets are wet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With putting the water in just a regular bottle, we used to do that in high school because we weren't really allowed to bring our hot water bottles to school.
Yeah.
So we just have that, you know, and it's cold outside.
It's cold.
So it will only last you maybe like an hour or so. But, you know, for that hour, you're fine. But also with the hot water bottles, like, you know, the ones that they sell in the shops, but you still need to put the water in yourself. My mom has been burnt by that thing like 3 times already. So now I've just decided to switch to an electric one, like especially when it's bedtime. But people tend to misunderstand and they don't read the instructions that come with these hot water bottles because they say don't put boiling water in there.
So the water must not have boiled.
It must just be hot, like hot enough, but not boiling. So the problem is we don't listen. You see the water is boiling, you're like, yeah, this is going to last me a while. And you put the water in there and then you close it.
Yes.
Now that steam, there's a lot of pressure. So that steam will then cause the bottle to burst.
Okay.
Or tear.
Wisdom come through. I didn't know that.
You learn something new every day.
Well, we learn something new every day. We'll be right back after the break where we will be giving you more information. Stay with us.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Starting off our news this morning, the joke that cost $2 million. China imposes a huge fine for comedian's army-themed quip. A joke by Chinese stand-up comedian that loosely refers to the slogan used to describe the country's military has cost an entertainment firm more than $2 million after it was slapped with enormous fines by authorities. The costly punishment underscores the delicate lines comedians must tread in China's increasingly restrictive and heavily censored social environment and the stark consequences for those in the entertainment industry who are deemed to step out of line. To many, Lee's joke might appear innocuous. During the show, he began a skit about how he had adopted 2 stray dogs since moving to Shanghai. He went on to say that their chase after a squirrel one day reminded him of 8 words before he unleashed the controversial punchline, according to audio posted to Chinese social media site Weibo. Fine style of work, capable of winning battles, he said, flipping a well-known Chinese Communist Party slogan referring to the PLA. The phrase was first uttered in 2013 by Chinese leader Xi Jinping, who also chairs the military, when he set out a list of qualities he commanded from the nation's army. It has since been repeated at various official occasions and in state media.
But it's a joke from a comedian. I don't know why the stress.
Well, China is just like that. My sister was telling me that, you know, just being in the public eye in China is, like there's a lot that goes on. They do have, there was a time they were saying, no, we don't want these feminine looking men. So, you know, like with their idols and their singers, they are very pretty. Like we've seen them, they're very pretty. But they started like saying, no, that's not a man, that's not what. And then also just the social media, like the netizens, they are crazy.
Chinese celebrities on social media, Chinese celebrities on Instagram. I've never, actually, who are the Chinese celebrities? Yeah.
Well, I only know,
Good
what's
question.
his name? I only know his name is Kun.
Okay.
He's a big artist. But the thing is, they have social media, but they have Chinese social media. Because we have to remember, in China, things like Instagram and WhatsApp, they're
Twitter,
banned.
yeah.
So they have like Weibo. Weibo is one of their social media platforms. They also have one that bears a striking resemblance to TikTok, where it's basically TikTok but Chinese.
Okay.
So yeah, and then if you do find Chinese celebrities that are on social media, they're usually based elsewhere. Like I know there's some Chinese artists that are based in South Korea. They have Instagram and stuff because they're not based in China.
All right, now we move over to our next story. Police officers in India state of Assam are being asked to lose weight in a few months or leave the force. A top state police official said that the body mass index of all officers will be professionally recorded starting mid-August. Officers in the obese category will be then given time until November to reduce weight and or voluntarily retire. People with medical conditions will be exempted, said GP Singh, Assam's Director General of Police. Master Singh said in a tweet that he would be the first in the force to get his BMI recorded. A few weeks ago, Assam's chief minister had said that around 300 police personnel in the state would be asked to retire earlier because they are habitual drinkers and physically unfit. He said it was part of an exercise to cut out dead wood out of the police force.
I agree.
To cut out dead wood.
I agree. The thing is, right, I think most police officers, like, have you ever been in that situation where you've been in a comfortable environment for so long?
Yeah.
Like, you're just there now for vibes. So I understand why he's doing that, because the thing is, if we look at it, if a police officer is obese, and I'm not saying obese people can't run or can't chase, you know, suspects, but most of the times, it's a thing of if you're chasing a thief, chances are that that thief is going to outrun you.
Yeah.
And the thing is, once you're in that position, you're so comfortable, you're not really doing things to keep up your health, you know, like you're not doing anything to keep up your cardiovascular health, you're not doing your exercises, you're just relaxed. So now when the chance arises and the opportunity arises where you have to chase this person, you find you're so out of it. Like you were telling me this morning, you came up the stairs and you're like, oh,
I'm so tired.
Exactly. You see, now imagine these people, and you know how
imagine if I was in the police force. I would need to lose weight, and I barely have any.
What weight?
So,
are you trying to lose your life? What are you trying to lose?
But what I like about this is the fact that they're saying that many of these police officers are habitual drinkers and they are physically unfit. And really, it's important that we take care of our health, especially our physical health. So you can't really be you can't be a habitual drinker and be of service to other people.
Because I remember, I think the World Health Organization actually published a study or something that said that we are now, like people nowadays are more obese, like way more obese.
Oh.
I don't have the statistics right now, but there is an article by the World Health Organization about this, like how the percentage has risen of the number of people that are obese.
Okay.
But anyway, moving over, housewife discovers husband's hidden assets valued at 273 million rand during divorce application. A woman in China described by her ex-husband as just a housewife who contributed no wealth during their 20-year marriage fought in court for a share of assets worth more than 100 million yuan, which is approximately 14 million US dollars he hid from her. The Shanghai woman, identified by the pseudonym Yu Hong, said she was shocked when informed that her ex-husband, identified as Qin Lan, owned 18 commercial properties. The couple were married for more than 20 years, during which Yu worked full-time as a housewife while Qin ran a successful business. The report said she decided to seek a divorce after deciding her marriage had failed. Qin, however, did not want a divorce, and the court rejected the initial application. As part of the divorce application, the court investigated the couple's finances and assets, and Yu was shocked when she was told her husband had concealed assets worth more than 14 million US dollars from her for 2 decades. This left her determined to get a divorce and apply to the court again 6 months later, which the court granted. The court then found that Qin had gifted the 18 commercial properties he owned to his daughter from a previous marriage to avoid handing over a share to Yu.
What does he mean she is just a housewife and did
Honestly.
not contribute anything to
Honestly.
the wealth?
Honestly.
Look, you come home to a clean house, you eat food prepared by the housewife,
Yes.
laundry possibly
Done.
by the housewife,
Yeah.
or if not done by the housewife, she sourced people to do this laundry.
Yeah.
So what do you mean she has not contributed to the accumulation of
And
wealth?
you know, my problem is, right, if you are saying she was just a housewife, he didn't want the divorce in the first place. Why didn't he just get a maid then? If he didn't want to share his assets, how do you refer to your wife as just a housewife? Like
That's
you're
rude.
saying, women, make sure, you know, you come home to a clean house, you are fed,
And that
everything is done.
contributes to your personal development.
Yes.
Once you are happy, you are able to make more money.
Yeah, exactly.
And where does your happiness come from? From home.
Exactly.
From the housewife.
From the housewife.
He must share half. Or he must give 95%. Akere, he's so smart, he can make more money.
He can make more money,
Yeah.
clearly. So why should this one hurt him? It's the fact that he gave his money to his daughter, like the properties to his daughter, so he can avoid giving her any share. For 18 years, my guy. 18 years. Nah, guys, do better.
Do better. You can't... Bruh, you've been married for 18 years, they
18
say.
years.
Now, what's so difficult to just give someone a little share?
Imagine. I think it's just a thing of he's like, you know what, since you wanted the divorce so badly, I'm not going to give you anything.
All right, in our final story, on Tuesday, iconic singer Beyonce shared a carousel of pictures on Instagram to celebrate her hair journey. Now, the Beehive can't stop speculating on Twitter and Instagram that Queen Beyonce is gearing up to release her own hair care line. In the first flick, a bare-faced Beyonce is seen sitting in front of a vanity mirror holding a curling iron with what appears to be an unlabeled product-filled bottles and containers in front of her. She also posted a throwback image of herself getting her hair braided as a kid while sitting in a hair salon chair. How many of y'all knew my first job was sweeping hair in my mama's salon? The 41-year-old star wrote on the third slide. Destiny's Child got our first start by performing for clients while they were getting their hair done. I was exposed to so many entrepreneurial women in the hair salon. That is Beyonce.
I love this. I just got goosebumps.
We can't wait for the hairline to drop.
That time she's not even coming out with
With
the hairline.
What is it?
People like to speculate.
No, but she said herself, I cannot wait to release my new project.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what the full caption says.
Okay.
That's why everyone is speculating that is hairline. Well, on that note, we'll be right back with more Smell the Coffee. Stay with us.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Good morning, everybody. What do I think mental health is? Like you said before, I think mental health is how you're doing emotionally, psychologically, socially, whether you're okay or not, that is mental health. Thank you. So we understood that. Can we get a different view? How about you, Liam? What do you understand by the term mental health?
Thank you for the question. I often think of mental health as a battery. We all know those Vata batteries or Duracell batteries that we put in our remote control cars. So I think of it as a battery because often when we buy batteries, they are fully charged, and our motor car can drive around very fast everywhere we want to take it to. However, the more we use the car, the battery's energy decreases every time we try and work with it. So I think of mental health as in that way. We start off as a strong battery, and then eventually our energy decreases day by day the longer we strain ourselves to things that often challenge us mentally.
We now know what mental health is, but there is a lot of word and confusion about mental health. So what is the stigma that is around mental health? Barry, please give us a little bit of insight on what the stigma is around mental health.
Thank you, Dua. I believe that fairly negative stigma surrounds or is associated with mental health illnesses, especially with clinical disorders such as schizophrenia or depression. You know, people are defined by their illness. You say that, no, this person is psychotic instead of saying that they are suffering a psychosis. So the society will usually shun them in a bad light as per se. And stigma and discrimination can often lead to that person not wanting to seek help or receiving help, resulting in it worsening day by day.
So it's difficult to really understand that when I am not feeling okay, that it's normal. It's not that I'm crazy or that I'm just acting up, as the parents say, but it's actually a real thing. Shanita has something to add for us.
Just to add on what Councillor Berry said, sometimes I'm not going through something, and instead of acknowledging the fact that I'm unwell, I'm being called incompetent, crazy, or dangerous. But maybe I'm just going through something, and I feel like that's a stigma that we see a lot in this day and age.
Thank you. Panoa also has something to add.
I think when we talk about stigma, the reason society stigmatizes mental health is because of a lack of knowledge. Society does not know what mental health is. So when we see someone is going through a mental crisis, we tend to put a label on that person, that this person is crazy, this person is either cursed or something. So we tend to label people with mental health, and those are one of the stigmas that we need to get rid of, because mental health is an illness. It's not that someone is crazy, it's an illness that needs to be dealt with. Yes.
It is true that in today's generation, youth are most likely to experience these mental health illnesses, but we don't really know what these illnesses are. Sometimes we're going through something and we don't even know how to identify what we're feeling. So it's hard for us to really understand how we can help ourselves. So, Shakira, what do you think are these mental health illnesses that we experience as youth?
There are definitely so much, and usually it's not even the things that are obvious that are the issues, it's the underlying things. Like most of the time, people have, or especially in kids, where they have ADHD or autism or severe anxiety issues or something like that, and it goes undiagnosed, of course, and then this child walks around thinking that there's something wrong with him. There's something seriously wrong with me, because everyone is living how they're supposed to live, I guess, and then you're just stuck here and you're wondering what's going on. I feel like that is the main cause of why children, especially young people, have mental health issues. And there's also a thing where the adults, instead of telling you, you're not, it's fine, everything's okay, it's going to be okay, and I'm here to help you if it's okay. Instead of that, they tend to tell you, no, but it's nothing, just push through. It's nothing, you'll get through it, it's clinkies. And of course you'll get through it, but who doesn't want that extra help? Who doesn't want to be led, to be guided? Someone to look up to. You check?
Mary also has something to add.
I also believe that our youth have this tendency of just throwing this mental health illnesses around. They just throw the terms around. I would walk in and then someone's in a corner, I'd ask what's wrong, and they're like, no, I'm antisocial, I don't socialize with people, I'm anxious. But no, that's not what it means. Being antisocial or being prescribed with the antisocial personality disorder means that you are a person that portrays a series or a pattern of manipulative behavior. You lie, you steal, or you violate the rights of others without feeling guilt or remorse. And you can notice it in a lot of the troublemakers at school. They try to get all charmy with the teachers so that they can get away with things. So if someone already starts throwing words like, no, I'm antisocial, when you actually mean is that you are asocial, not antisocial. So I think the youth should first do some research on how they're actually feeling and know before they start throwing these words around like that, because they could mean something really deep to someone else.
To another exciting episode of Irongo Talk.
Julle is die weer en vertel ook vir julle waar die vis heel moontlik gaan byt.
Well, that brings us to the end of our show. They do say all good things must come to an end. And as much as it breaks our hearts to say goodbye, we do have to eventually sign off. How did you find today's show?
Today's show was fantastic. I will be back on Monday. We had interesting stories, especially the one about losing weight. I feel sorry because at some point when I thought about it, I said to myself, maybe this is a bit unfair. You can't ask someone to lose weight between now
in
August
November.
and November.
Yeah.
Like maybe give a person 2 years.
Yeah.
Or you can't also ask someone to retire, because some of these people have been police officers all their lives. This is what they know how to do. They have not acquired any other skills. So when you force them to voluntarily retire, how are they going to make a living? And then you're going to put more people in the streets, and then, you know, more unemployment, more crime. It's just a vicious circle.
I guess instead of telling them they need to lose weight, they could just, you know, just start doing fitness classes.
Yes,
just to
they
make
should
sure
provide
they
the fitness classes, actually. On that note, it's all our love, all our light, and adios.